Hi, welcome to the program. My name is Man Kota. You are watching the TPN TV and Radio Network coming to you live from the US. Today we get a lot of things to discuss, but before we start the discussion, I just want to give a little bit of, the segments today where we get to go through. The first one we get to do with, an update to the coronavirus. Sorry, an update to the coronavirus. Then we spend more time today on the chaos where they go on other country there, and what's the implication for not only for we, but for the country itself. But before I do that, I just want for tell me viewers and say, if you see me at the talk a little bit blurry, I get tit-tat today, so. Hopefully, they exacerbate during the time of the program. So I've been postponed today program, but it's very, very important. And as my teeth don't begin go down small, actually my gum swell a little bit. So now it make last night I not able to sleep at all. But this today the program is very, very important because we country day now the edge. And if we as Sierra Leoneans they try for look at the situations, and it can be very bad for we all. So let me see if I go able to get. Let me just do a test here. If I go see any. All right. So that's not the situation we'll get today. One. Let me give you a quick update. So according to the world meters information, where they track the coronavirus worldwide, based on them, we'll get about 155 cases as of today, and so 19 new cases. According to them, they're saying one death, but according to AYV is reporting that. All right, let me bring in Americano quick, guys. Give me 1 minute. Let me ignore. So according to AYV is reporting that we get 3 deaths. I think 3. Yeah. We don't get 5 deaths. Now AYV reports say now we don't get. I don't know how true it is, but the world meter says 155 cases. So come on, let's go. Okay, 155 cases. Now we don't get so far, and we get. Few casualties. So that's not the response and the update for the coronavirus where they go under the country today. Sierra Leone, 155 cases, and we are. Let me just take a look at compared to we neighbors them, because before we've been worried about we neighbors them, but let me see now if we not just surpass we neighbors them. I don't think so. Liberia. Okay, I think we neighbors then still they. Okay. Oh, Guinea gets no, that's not Equatorial Guinea. Let me go to Guinea Conakry. Let us see we neighbors them, because these are the people we always they pay attention to, because it seems like not only we, but we neighbors themselves, then they go up. So let's go to Liberia. Oh, Liberia, we don't surpass Liberia. What's in the gone? Liberia right now gets about 152 cases. We get 155 cases. Let's go to Guinea. And that's a shame. Definitely, it's a shame if we surpass Liberia. For now, that's really a shame. Okay, well, Guinea is just too much. Guinea don't get 1,000 537 cases. Now in Guinea don't get. And okay, so hold on. Let me. That's a shame. Definitely. Hold on. Let me. All right. So, hi, Bashiru. If you want to join, just let me know. Then I can join you. Just put na the text say you want to join. I will join you, Bashiru. All right. So this na the situation. Liberia gets 152 cases. Sierra Leone gets 155 cases, and Guinea gets 1,537 cases. It's not surprising for Guinea because Guinea they not they take serious this coronavirus at all. And the fortunate part is they only get about 7 deaths so far. So that's fortunate for them. Now, let's go to the main segments for today we will get to talk about. We get to do with the chaos, the disturbances where they go in the country. My brothers and sisters all over the world, when they watch me, I think it is time for we start to take the problems the way they happen at the country seriously. And I think I make an audio yesterday where I talk about the implication where because of social media, everybody they just kind of social media and start for fan hatred against each other. Then take and say, now something when an enjoyable thing and they enjoy them. Because where somebody, posts hatred stuff. All right, let me bring in Dr. Kamara quick, guys. Now, hold on, let me bring in Dr. Kamara. They try for call we. So, now, hold on. Hi, Bashiru. I will talk on that. Bashiru, you say, how is it a shame? This is not a competition. The spread is also not exclusive based on the government effort. Yeah, I know that. Let me come back to because when people nadi, okay. So let me bring in Bashiru. Sela Adam. So. We'll talk about that definitely about what make a shame. It's a shame because at this time we don't surpass Liberia. There is a reason for that because we see we are one of the countries that we actually take this coronavirus seriously, right? Now the country, now the sub-region, now we take coronavirus seriously. The effort of the country, the government is superb. That is not a problem at all. The effort of the country is superb. But for the fact that we don't surpass them, that make us say it's a shame. Not necessarily in a kind of a sarcastic way, but for sure say there's a problem that probably we need for fix. And the government is doing very well. That make us just say it's a shame because Liberia will stay with them do a lockdown just recently. So yeah, but we don't know. We don't know what's in the going on the country, but everything looks that we get about 3 or 5 deaths, and we get about 155 cases. That's huge for me. Now let me go back to the disturbances we talk about. On Wednesday morning, we see social media light up because of the problems the way they go on at the country. We can describe and say like a kind of a prison, an attempted prison break where it take place. The investigation is still to go on. What happened? Why this happened? And we know say, based on my last count, about 11 people dead. And there are 11 people, then there are more because other grave injuries are also been there. So, but the confirmed, according to the government, we die as of the last time when I checked, it was about 11 people. Now then die in that prison day. Okay, we will talk about the prison break because there are so many conspiracies now, social media about this prison breaks, where some people they become. It depends who side you there. There are people where they come with different theories and fallacies and all those type of stuff. Say there are people on the APC side where they say, oh, this now a plan for make them go kill Paulo Conte and Koita and other APC folks the way them keep in that place in. The SLPP side and they say, well, this now in the prove say yes, then they don't want peace. So look, they may want to go free Paulo Conte and that make them try to cause this problem. There's so many theories the way they can on social media. And if you now somebody where just want to say Abera Sierra Leone, you become confused because the bombardment of information they come in and out, so you don't know exactly what you do, and this is not the problem, not problem. But one thing I want to say here categorically clear, as of this time, I know say most of the things the way they happen in that country today is fanned by bigots na social media. And most of them bigots then they are from the diaspora. If you remember, we learned history from Rwanda. I pray to God make that not happen at all. There are people who want for cause, that nonsense stuff, But now because of history, now I make it just a talk now. When Rwanda then get the election, then after the election, the president where they elect, one of the tribes not happy. So there was some kind of so many media hatred been they go in and out. And like Rwanda, like Sierra Leone, Rwanda was a country where also they get a lot of illiterate people there, just like we, And illiterate person, sometimes, especially with brothers and sisters within them villages, the way make the majority of the people in that country there, then they take things literally. Now the same thing happened in Rwanda. Rwanda, after the election, the tension will be happen during the election. It continued, and some leaders and some politicians they exploit that tension there for their own selfish interests. When it starts before, people are not being taken seriously. They just feel say, oh, now you know what? Democratic, practices, freedom of speech. They been get certain FM radio stations some from the one tribe and some from the other tribe. So then begin, them station and they begin to broadcast hatred information about each other, and they're not being care. Then unfortunately something that can happen, we probably we don't know. Some people then say, now shoot down the plane, the president in plane. He go down. When he travel, the plane go down. Because of they don't build up that foundation, when they don't build up for hatred against each other. Then when some of the radio stations then begin to say they don't kill the president. Well, the tribe, when the largest tribe, where they don't tribe the president come out, then take arms for kill the other tribes where they oppose them, without even trying to understand whether indeed they shoot down the plane or indeed the plane a mechanical problem it gets, but because certain hatred was already been found out and people that don't develop that animosity against each other, not just a trigger. The other one they will not want to see in our country. They will not want to see them at all in our country. And specifically in my audio yesterday, I talked saying both the SLPP and the APC, it is time for make them sit down and try for iron out whatever problem we then get. From when the election done, we waiting at the APC because of the vacuum, the leadership vacuum waiting at the APC. We don't get control. So the anarchists then take charge. They exploit that vacuum there, and then believe what then they do not the right thing. Then feel say then they fight for the APC party. Now so a lot of we guys then where they don't go on social media course,
And some people that were in Sierra Leone, like I said, where they don't understand, then they take the people that they are heroes. But the fact is, now face the fact. In the 21st century, this century, Coscos not able to win election. This is a clear stuff. Now during the 70s, where people are not aware, they don't know what they go on. Now in violence and Coscos they make a problem. They win election. I remember when I was young, during the 80s. Every time when they say election, people then get for run away, then get for take away for go hide in their villages until after the election, then bring we come back. Those were the times where violence they win election. But in today's democratic practices, if you rely on cost, you rely on violence, you rely on anything, you are making mistakes. And you know what thing get for happen? We went in at the APC, like I tell, and it's by Koroma, Yansane, and Menkailu yesterday. Then they make the SLPP entrench. Madam Power. And when that happened, you know what I get for suffer? Now the APC party get for suffer. Because to be honest with you now, me as somebody who very, very pragmatic. And I they see far. Now the same thing I've been won the APC party doing before the election, tell them say if you not be careful, they lose the election. At that time, a lot of people they may see me man contact Chris. Because you don't know what they talk about. But me as somebody where they see far, now the same thing that they talk now today. If the APC leadership not try for take charge of the party and try for moderate some of the nonsense where they go within the party, when something happen, let we go burn CID, let we go burn this, let we go do this, let we go kill people then. We are going to lose, and we are going to lose bad. From when we lost the election, ladies and gentlemen, I don't see nothing, absolutely no strategy. Where the APC party don't make, where we go see a harm, this not a step forward. No. In fact, we they retrogress. And for people like we waiting at this party, we believe the party gets people that were very, very smart. Then they listen to them people that they. Then they listen to the one the way they go tell you, say, mamikos or all kind of nonsense way they go on. Where at the end of the day, they become a better party at all. This na they do vacuum day. And I urge the leadership for make them call a global meeting. The APC, Anes by Koroma, Minkalu Mansare, Yansane, then 3 people here. They need for call a global meeting. If the cost will be they happen before, then people like them don't stand up and say, no waiting, we are better than this. We can win election without all that nonsense there where they happen. So something that cost they for the don't. But because when somebody like you now a father, you see you picking them, then you picking them because they see you, they do nothing. Sometimes you can even encourage them some way and somehow. Then we just listen, yes, you support all that here where they happen. So. And this is happening, and it don't reach to a stage where it's very, very dangerous. So hopefully, I don't give this suggestion. Let the APC party call a global meeting wherein all the APC members they were able for logging at that meeting. Let we hear it from leadership, and let leadership can tell we saying there is a limitation in politics, especially in the 21st century. And this, na so we want for go from now forward. Then too much hatred, state messages where they go around need for stop. That's not even called leadership. Now let me come to the SLPP. The SLPP party need for realize say they are in power. The SLPP are in power. And now the people of Sierra Leone put on a power. Una focus on governing. I don't see so many distractions. And this is very bad. Because if the SLPP were in a power where a lot of lives, nearly 8 million lives, then depend on, then become so distracted this way, how then we're able to help the people of Sierra Leone? How? Well, look, then what happened then this year. There is people then they talk about the coronavirus again. Everybody was so focused on this disturbance. The SLPP party also gets some kind of people that were very, very, very arrogant and very, very, criminal. These are the same people. Like we will get some people that way they cause trouble. We also get people that are the SLPP where they cause trouble. And the president no need for listening to them people then they. Because you know what? When the president fail, sometimes them people they read themselves. Now you the president, now you name they go na history for say you fail. Remember, Momo bin get a lot of cabinet ministers there. He get a lot of supporters there, not also. When Momo fail, what happen? They hear nothing about them people then. Some of them now assess them. So if you say they listen to the fundamentalists, the people that were very, very, very just one for cause problem, because they already say, oh, the APC and they talk this, so who self they talk this? Because right now the NEPA urge you say you need to be stronger, you need to be ruthless. And unfortunately, some of them people that they know not only the food soldiers them, the people that own a leadership, now the SLPP, now then they call some of them here. For example, Fatmata Yassane, name, the SLPP women's leader. I listened to in audio. Sawane, sorry, Fatmata Sawane. I listened to your audio. It was very, very unfortunate. As a leader, you can do that. Make you emotional, carry good, and can't see them. Now, a lot of people then they take that as an excuse for cause more problem. Now that make a leader, for talk too much. And he know that. Famata Sawane, he know that because he even talk and say anything when they talk, when he talk is going to be considered as a policy. If you don't know about that for say this is going to happen, and you know see what you get for talk, you don't get for pan well with people there. Why you come out and talk up? It even go to the extent even they threaten even government officials then say they know they work. If they know they work, well then they begin fetch them. What's kind of chaos this? Is that the way government supposed to operate? His Excellency, we all want you. A lot of we. We want you for make you succeed. Because if you succeed, now the country now succeed. Not you angry. The APC, when they in that power, all the success things that they do, when they pull them out, they don't go with them dancing in there. They don't go with them. The people are enjoying those successes. So now the same thing, anybody when don't want a government really in power, no one for make you succeed, now comes some kind of dumb person. Because the government, when it come on the power, they go with all the successes we don't make. No. Now they only the name. Now they go with. But the actual things them, now the people of Sierra Leone don't forget them. So can we please just tap down this too much violent statement the way they go around social media? And we when the level-headed people there, because right now it seems like the level-headed people are so small, maybe not small, just silent, but it's time for them to begin to talk. Because if we don't talk now, there will be a time when we talk, we'll get for talk, it don't make any difference again. Problem don't happen, chaos don't for done. So I think this is the time for them to start for good talk the truth. Urge those people who always they sleep in social media, they cause problem no more, they instigate problem in that country. We need to begin tell them, say, you need to stop. You need to stop. So let me bring in my commentators them. Let me start with Mr. Cabo. Mr. Cabo, let's start with the chaos na Panemba Road. I know you see all the information where they go back and forth on social media. You don't know which one way you even believe at all. So what's your own take?
Yeah, good afternoon, Radio Chief. This is Cabo from New York. Actually, the situation in which the country they go is very pathetic. We see, we heard, and of course there are evidence. We should say there was a fire at the central prison, the country where we have political prisoners kept, and where we also have other prisoners. It's I know the president came up sometime yesterday or the other day before, and people are questioning why he did not mention anything about what happened. As a leader, sometimes if you've been dealing with people with a high caliber, or you've been monitoring people, even with our parents, it's very common when something is very serious. We all know that something very serious you went to report to your dad, he will just keep quiet. Doesn't mean that he is not acting, he's just baffled. And when he acts, it's going to be very serious. So people that are blaming Madabio that when he gave his state of the address he gave to the country with regards to the 3 day lockdown, he did not mention that. That simply tells you that it is something very serious. And I want to tell the listeners who don't understand that. And they know that it's just because they are all creating political excuses. That's all. But they know when you do something and your parents tell you, or your mother go report you to your father, most times the father don't talk, he will wait for you. And when he see him sitting quiet, don't make a mistake to pass by there because he will handle you. So that's exactly what happened with Barabio, the president. He was quiet with the situation because it's too alarming. It's so surprising, and he's not expecting that. He feels that the country is going in a very bad situation. People keep up with this kind of carefree, splash dash, give a damn tendencies, and I know he's going to control it very well. And make no mistakes, he's going to go to the bottom of it, and he will dig it until and unless he get the result about it. And in fact, preliminary investigation has given some leads, which of course made it possible we then therefore arrest Silver Blinding. So that is just the tip of the iceberg. And that is the reason was she was arrested is purposely for the burning down of the central prison. That is why she was, because the evidence, the preliminary investigation leads to her, and there are more that are going to be held responsible. And make no mistake, that I believe I don't know, it's tantamount to treason. That act, those who will be convicted, that's tantamount to treason because one, that's a state property. It is our own property, the people's tax money. It belongs to the nation, doesn't belong to one person. And in fact, the worst of it all about, we made to understand 13 to 14 people. I'm not too sure, though. I don't have the correct figures, but about 13 to 14 people lost their lives there. Prisoners, about 29, I made to understand. I'm not too sure of the figures, just to let you know that people who are injured, those who are injured, about probably 29 inmates, and about 13 prisoners, and maybe one, I'm not sure, maybe one prison officer. So all those lives were lost because of that, and that is tantamount to treason. Whoever is found culpable with that, and the government or the state, the authorities found wanting, that person is going to be in real trouble.
Mr. Gabo.
If that person does participate, yeah.
Right. Yeah, Mr. Gabo. You sound like the spokesman for the government.
Not necessarily so. I'm not in favor of the government.
No, I don't say so. I say the way they talk now, like the spokesman of the government. Now, we expect them kind of talk from the spokesman of the government.
Oh well, yeah. I follow things and I follow keenly. And just like you see, I even mentioned to you, say, I mean, you just talked to about Sylvia Blind 3 days ago, and she was arrested yesterday. So I read far and wide, and nothing passes me from TPN Radio, and neither the news in the country.
So let me ask you a question. Why do you think a jailbreak is now tantamount to treason? What's not the relationship?
It's not necessarily the burning or the breaking of the jail, whatever it is, the government property. It's the loss of lives. People lost.
So every loss of life now treason now.
It's not necessarily so. Well, I understand what you're saying, but that's a state property. For the vandalization of the state property could be regarded as a treason because it belongs to everybody. Treason does not necessarily mean to overthrow a government or the president, because when you commit treason against the people of the country. Because we make the laws that govern us, and when you are caught on that situation, then you commit treason against the people of the country.
So
that's what people
therefore, based on,
for instance,
based on your explanation, shall we say it could be a murder case instead of treason?
It could be a murder, but I just say, if you listen to me, I said the word tantamount to. It could be, it could not be, but it could be regarded to that because that's state property and the life's gone.
Okay.
Attacking the state property is attacking the people of the country, the nation. So we are all involved. The people who did that, that's our state property, they attack us. And they also fit 13 to 14 lives lost. So it's going to be, if it is not treason, but it's tantamount to it could be. But there's no difference. There might be no difference because definitely if you kill people in that state, you might be sentenced to death if you are found guilty. So what is the difference with somebody who is allegedly forming a coup and then he was found guilty and is going to be executed? So as long as the ultimate goal is execution or some form of punishment, maybe life sentence. So if all those ranges the same, I don't see the difference that much.
Well, Mr. Gabo, before we go to the next one, I just want to complete this quickly. Let's look at the definition of a treason for the benefit of the people, because I don't begin to see some comments on this now social media where you talk so. So a treason is a noun. The noun part of it is the crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to kill the sovereign or overthrow the government. So I don't see anywhere based on what happened where it's tantamount to treason.
The sovereign and the overthrow of a government.
Yeah. It could be because still there are still investigations they go on. We don't know what precipitates the jailbreak, but I just want for make sure to clarify what is a treason. So go ahead.
Right. The facts will come out. The lawmakers will look at it into its very essence, whether it's equivalent to treason or not. But just like I said, people who committed that crime, they could be killed if they found guilty.
Yeah, true.
Yes. So what is the difference if you commit treason and they kill you, and that one commits burglary and they kill him?
The difference is the crime.
Yeah, but to me the punishment is what matters.
Okay, so every kill na kill. Okay, I understand. I come back to you. Let me go to Bami. Bami, go ahead.
Although I don't get too much at this time to say, but waiting me was try for looking to when you see the incident, ladies and gentlemen, we have on the prison and all the evidence then because the border they talk about, it already accused people then. It already set stage for we judge people illegally already, as I said already explaining that. But if you look at certain evidence, that will take from the latest video of a boy within a prison, inside prison. Already government of the day don't begin violating the human rights. They don't begin.
We're not hear you.
By the government of the day.
Okay.
So that's not what I wonder if my brother not able to identify that particular side there. And then I go back because we're not able to make no opinion, but we will listen to the arguments them and all waiting to go. Then you go back to the lady who says she was at the prison by 3 o'clock. The question we ask yourself, what are these people doing at prison at that time? And why should these people, civilians, be at the prison location? And then again, there are questions also when we go there, I don't know if they pay attention, but understand that prison was properly guarded. And if that prison was properly guarded, how did all of these incidents take place? So when my brother they continue for judge people there and bring conditions and terms of which they're going to be prosecuted, then we realize here there's a problem in all of these things. And you go back and talk about Sylvia Blythe, and it's a shame for what today's government they do based on public opinion and public discussion. So nobody in Sierra Leone cannot voice his or her opinion to criticize. You want to tell me, say, this government of the day or the government after this or the government is immune to criticism? You cannot make point of issues that way pertain to things where they happen at the country. So nobody should speak. Is that where we are heading to?
No. Mr. Bami, let me interject a little bit. We know say the fundamental right of a citizen for criticizing government is very, very secret. I will not get no problem with that. You get right for criticizing government. We all criticize the government, right? Me, we don't constantly criticize the government, you understand? But there is a problem. Even here in the United States where you live, your freedom of speech has a limit. If you then a public place where a lot of people then you begin for yell fire. If something happen, somebody is injured, you will be arrested for that. So freedom of speech has a limitation, and that's now we all get for understanding. They go so much, but we have to stop now the limits. We therefore get a limit. The people that
let's think about the lady that was invited to the place illegally. Did she incite the lady that was invited?
Sylvia?
The ideas. I don't know if I don't know if it's true or if it's not true. Because we can really say certain people then, even other people then on the social media, we don't get no business or make determination. Don't they just say arrest her because she speaks up?
Well, I don't want for make we rush.
Did she speak up?
I don't want for make we rush to that. Yes, we are still
investigating. And tell anybody inside.
Okay, hold on, Mr.
You see, in public opinion, what would they look at the issues there?
Mr. Kalawa. Mr. Kalawa.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't want for make we rush it. If we know say Sylvia was arrested, and we don't know what to make the arrest them, and the government need for tell we why they arrest Sylvia, because they just go arrest somebody like that.
Issue.
So they need to tell me. So now we wait a little bit. Let the government tell we.
The former speaker, no, the reason to make, I get only vote some of the comments with the former speaker made because we are on the public radio. And if you make those kind of statements, it only did a point guilt to individuals them when you don't have no evidence for. So me not go.
You talk about Lawrence Lima, right?
No, the former speaker that talked before me just now, he had already been pointing direction to the way at which the justice should be directed by those people who are already involved and arrested. If he say that, if I'm on the panel, I would want to rebut some of his statements. That let it look at that way there. Let himself, when he come back for discourse, let him tell me if those things are proper and they are right.
No. Definitely. And this now they talk about. You understand? When you are a government official, you must therefore know what they talk. When you are somebody when a former government official, you still carry that that weight for say, you see, this now been former government official, former APC, former party heads, you therefore be careful what they talk. So some of them talks then they cause problem. Then I prejudge, the person don't prejudge. If you don't...
Allow me to finish the case, me on 2 minutes.
Okay.
Regardless of what she said, she never incited nobody. She made statements that are pertaining to the welfare of the state, period. Second of all of us who live in this country, including the previous speaker and yourself and myself, we are the ones who are going to change the trajectory of the way the democracy works in Sierra Leone.
True.
So we have to begin to think properly for help to develop the minds of the Sierra Leoneans. Then waiting we don't learn and how we see things they happen.
Yeah.
We go back to the discussion then. The leaders in their country, we see whether they bastardize them, bombard them with questions and critics. Nobody go after nobody, and we are in these states. So because we are in these states, and we have to believe that our law protects people then too. As much as we go into depth into the law.
Yeah.
But we got to believe that. So the attitude we don't develop in their country, my brother, we either go forward to develop Sierra Leone.
We get for use am for the development of the country. And at the same thing, what I've been trying to talk about, say, the problems is mostly coming from the diaspora. Now, we know they try for portray, a sense of unity within the Sierra Leonean populace at all in that country. So now we go to Bashiru. I come back to you. No, hold on. It's not about what them call. I come back to you. Don't worry, I come back to you. Okay. Now we go to Bashiru. We get a lot of people there back. We want to talk. I will come back to you, Mr. Abami. No worry. Bashiru. So what's your take on this?
Salon problems is just annoying. Anyways, so we get two really juvenile parties in our country. Okay? SLPP and APC, them both are juvenile, okay, and little kids that are just throwing tantrums. Okay, yeah. They're all too suck at communication. Okay, very sad first weeks. Your introduction. You talk about the control of having people and different on both parties who just they go out there and just talk, say what I want to say. But the problem that is happening, or that continues to happen, it's because both parties always reward the people in there. I know you say, set these that they get into power. It does, though, it still does. Look at SLPP. A lot of the same people because money costs before the election for MADA, where they do all type of things, like no rhyme or reasoning behind the way they conduct themselves. Yep. They get rewarded. Most of them need to power today. So what you make somebody like Fatma Sawane that is really not relevant into the party, really is not relevant when you really look at her. She was being sidelined by the first lady. They make the SLPP women thing. She was not even invited to it. Okay? Somebody like that, remember the only reason she got to that position was the same thing. Okay? Because everybody mama on the road until they get to that top. So for maintaining yourself on that top, why not keep just talking shit? Just keep talking to maintain your relevance. Because people that do these things get rewarded.
Yeah.
Okay? You go back into APC. If you go back, a lot of men that would have been in the diaspora where unless they come into power, a lot of men them where it will just be the blast for everybody. Okay? But who of them and they get rewarded some way somehow.
So everybody now feels saying the best way we're able to get influence for cause trouble.
It's there, okay? Because what's going to happen, as much as we're saying this, what's going to happen at the end of this, when APC decides to get in stuff together, when APC starts to come back as a party together, okay, the people that they're going to remember, okay, are the notorious ones. Not the pragmatists, not the bush-washing man because one day, it's the ones that will get rewarded. I promise you that much. Those are the ones that they're going to get rewarded. Yeah. Because with country, okay, only things that we don't say about APC, about the lessons then. You think APC is stopping to learn them? We don't learn lessons. We just try to get back to power, whichever we get there. Okay? So they respect that the cost money cost all day. That waiting, you could say that makes sense. What you could say that actually improve the party. They have no respect for it.
Yeah. Anyway,
so it goes back to this. We always reward that thing. It will never end. They don't really speak for the government. I mean, think about it. Why will a political party, official political party, are the ones making comments when their own party is in power? This is why I said they're juveniles. Okay? Except people in power, if they allow people, who know the inside government, we're not just a party people, making comments about government policies. Think about that.
Yeah. So I totally agree with you. These two parties need for grow up, and now the oldest party, unfortunately, it seems like the younger become the grown ups, and the grown ups become the younger parties. Then like.
So let me. I will make her finish tonight. I guess something really important about this jail thing. Okay, this jail thing has never been about political. It was never political. This whole jailbreak thing. The day before, okay, the coalition for CAL, which is one of the NGOs. Okay, in Salon, where they look into like prison rules in prison, the right for prisoners and stuff like that, was already reporting problems the day before that. If you remember, 2 days before this demonstration happened, right? I think the Chief Justice sent out that thing where they pretty much shut down the prison, shut down courts because of that case. That one person will end up at remand, right? So that they pretty much changed the whole prison system. They closed remand. They moved people all over the place, right? That caused a big panic at the prison system. That people inside the prison were not getting enough information, thinking they are exposed, and they're closing them down. They're increasing the population because they closed remand parts. They move more people into the main prison itself.
Okay.
The prisoners started to cause problems in the prison. Okay, these are the same network. Every time something happens, because we get these amateur people, okay, everything is being politicized. That prison, I'm not telling you when it started, when it didn't start, other people in there did not get involved for their own whatever means to get escape or whatever. But the demonstration itself was for conditions in the prison, was a scare of this disease.
Okay, so let me come back to you.
They moved so many people in.
Yeah, let me come back to you. Let me go to Dr. Kamara. Dr. Kamara, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, the people there, commentators. Mankota, me, I want for desist commenting on political matters in Sierra Leone. I'm fed up. Because I want for just stay with the medical something where I can benefit the nation. I'm tired with hypocrisy. I'm tired of I don't know what to say, because if we the cast blame on diaspora to we self for saying that we the fan problem, that is sheer nonsense. Very sheer nonsense. People landing at the ground, then they do otherwise. Politics in diaspora and politics in Sierra Leone is quite different. And if you look at the things the way they go on, you know they say things when you mean no, you say no. If you say yes. If you say yes when you mean no. So this too much of hypocrisy has been going on for a long time. And believe you me, you know they take dirty water for wash dirty plates. Where are we going? Sierra Leone, where is the blame game here? We need solutions, not blame games. A very pathetic. Me and you, who picking them, they're not going to know a country, and they're not going to, you know, I mean, it's too much. I mean, because first of all, when we begin to use words like treason, it's very scary. We use words like crimes against humanity. It's very scary to the outside world. We all will become, you know, shameful to the environment, even to workmates from other countries. They look at us, oh, you Sierra Leone again?
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if they begin the definition. I mean, I think we should pass this point. And, you know, you see, the matter of fact, what here they try to talk now, we get this cell phone. We don't need the journalists these days.
Well, would I give for right the information?
No, we don't need. What I mean, people and they where they report on the spot. They take pictures on the spot. They send them around.
True.
So if you mean don't go take 48 bodies the way don't die, you can't tell me say na 14. Then you know, Mankota, I'm tired of this hypocrisy and lies. Won't go before.
Yeah. All right. Let me go to Americano. Americano, go ahead.
Good afternoon. Good day to everybody. First and foremost, I know they say much, but I will say some things that were very, very important, Mankota.
Okay.
Waiting for I will begin with. All the governments, the previous governments, the past 30 years, we always they see how the scheme of the state we paranoid. The government is paranoid because politics don't dey inside with government so bad, so much. Politics don't dey inside the government. Everything is politicized. Everything, even the schools, everything, even the mosques, the churches, they are all politicized. And then you have people that are paranoid. That's not one thing. And we country, the government paranoid, the government, they always they in fear. Or say, then they pull them, or this and that. Even the ministers, then they pay for doing and get for do. They feel say somebody they watch them, somebody they listen to them, then will go report them to the boss. So that insecurity, it don't make it don't damage development. And first and foremost, the security of the country, as this man when they talk, I'm DJ Force, na SLPP man, me na APC man. But most of what he talk, I listen to Ramen. The way security no dey, it just don't damage the entire system of how we government, we country go open to investors for development and progress. The security no dey. Look what happened. If you they take patronage, political patronage, put her inside government. That lady when the Mami Queen or whatever, women's leader, Madam Sawane, they can involve in something we get to do with security because of patronage in a political post. Let it stay with in duties. Now the political part of SLBT, even if not in the AP, but they don't take this patronage again. They can put an inside governance that if you anybody na Mami Queen or you na women's leader or anything, they just feel say they're a part of the presidency. They can say anything, they can do anything. Even the way they say we are chairman of a political party somewhere. Now the diaspora or not alone. The power where they feel, the empowerment where they give them on a patronage, it will make them let them go misbehave, then get into something where they're not bound for be. These are some of the things where don't bring all the confusion here. You know, man, queen or women's leader, what you they go stay in a pandemic in the first place? Because there has been
in prisoner.
State of emergency. You as a political bosses, where they are the SS as women's leader. Now for set example, for stay home, where the curfew they for make them know say when I then a host. What you they then a street around 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, what you they look for? Then a total violation of the rules where President Malabio don't put in curfew order. You now women's leader, you not to police, you not to messenger, you not to security of any kind. What you they send outside for Canada prison.
So here is the thing.
Now what is
so here is the thing. Americano. Just like what we try for talk earlier. The government, the government of Madabio need for govern. I think the problem is then distracted so much, and that is very, very bad for the country. Round up, now go to Bami.
Okay, that's the thing why they talk about where they paranoid. It is when you paranoid. That's doing government is paranoid. It's like when you paranoid, you're not stable. You they think for revenge. You they think for this. So let me come back to the situation of with people. With people, based on the percentage of the illiterate people there are a lot of people there where they're not sensitized them, but no self-voting and they're going to speak for good answer. They don't even understand waiting for demonstration. You know, there are so many things where we really, really get forget a certain entities them, let me start a home for them to the what they put together. We people that need for understand if then they go out there for demonstrate, what is they demonstrate for? If then they go out there for dance for any kind of political party, what is they go dance for? If you therefore go lay your life for something, what is they go lay your life for when you have your family? These are some of the things that were lacking definitely happens today. And when some people that they face on tribalism, some people that no, this is a diversity attribute. With people them let's see you get it in Mabanda, you get it in Nikonke. There are different. But when you use diversity for bring unity, then we will time and get this sense of knowing what them for do at a certain point in time and doing what is really right.
All right, so let's round up. Let me go to Bami. Bami?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Babu, with that, you see, a lot of lost me train of thought, but I'll come back in like, say, for example, what we will look at, it is about time, as I normally say, we speak to power for stability in the country.
Yeah.
Because the bottom line is, it lies at the ruling party, the ruling government, and at the hand, that they're responsible. All of these things, when they do so now, it all makes sense for development and economical benefit for the country and the people them.
Mm-hmm.
So, with all fairness, honestly, this is another talk against APC or SLPP, but now Migo always put the pressure on SLPP because they need a governance right now. They have responsibility for the state.
Yeah, they said to whom much is given, much is expected.
Exactly. If they really mean well, or they know they do what people and they accuse them of, what does it take a man who wants to build up a nation for extend you olive tree branch, honestly, with love to the opposition, there, man, and bring them now you fold, and let you lead the country instead of beginning to create unnecessary violence. And this violence, when they don't create, so let nobody not fool himself, it will not go away because they don't cause scars from people and family in their lives already.
Well, not the fool who say, but we want to make the violence go away. Now that make people like we so they talk, we get for talk on both sides. And anybody who is seen at this, with the exception of Bashiru, now affiliated to one party or the other. But we all get responsibility. The government of Sierra Leone gets responsibility. We, the ordinary citizen, will get our own responsibility. The opposition get their own responsibility. And all...
But moving forward, as much as we have responsibility, we're not in a governance. We don't control the police department. We don't control the military. The head of state is in command.
Well, actually, Mr. Bami, you not the government. If you say not in the government, then that means you don't understand. Say,
no, I understand. Say government by the people and people by the government, whatever it is. But it's not happening like that. Law face the past. Law face the past. It don't happen like that.
Well, I don't know, but you get responsibility. What you make you see the chaos? One person, know they make palaver. Now two people then get for make palaver. So therefore, we all responsible. Go ahead, Bashiru.
I support Bami 100% on this. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
There's a responsibility of we care for the country. There's a responsibility that we care for the country. But if today, me say because of some of these prisons, like in America, some of these prisons have coronavirus infection in them. If today me start going online and say, you know what, I wish them prison they are will demonstrate and break this prison will break out and do this and do that, right? And demonstration happen and they break out. So then if it's a police they can talk to you because you say that. It's no different. But when the minister, deputy minister, okay, when deputy minister of interior or local government that's away, that direct command over the police, okay, less than a week, call for somebody for to arrest that person there, right? Because they pretty much they talk like careless talk in the give, right? You call for make an arrest for careless talk, and then some prison demonstration happened. The next day or two, this person get arrested without no linkage directly. You've not shown anything linking the person, right? There's a responsibility that you said it just a few minutes ago that when you get a power, you need to talk then touching the way they need to talk certain things in it. If you don't call for somebody in arrest and the police know the arrest that person say, the arrest that you command, it's hard for me to not believe it's a political motivation arrest. So this is why there's more responsibility lies on the person in authority than the average citizen. The government, the person in power has more responsibility than you. That's why they have that power. Because it's given to them, the authority is giving it to them because it comes with power.
I totally agree with you, Bashiru.
Regular citizen, that's not. These guys need to realize that you said.
I totally agree with you, Bashiru, and that is the reason we talk.
When Lawrence Lehman talks, okay, as if he's not in power. He talks as if he's in the opposition, as if he's still the opposition party spokesman.
Yeah, that's exactly that make I've been talking earlier. Say the government in power, then they forget responsibility. They are meant to govern, and you don't be able to govern, and you engage yourself now other nonsense stuff like this. Where that make I bring in the governments, which they talk. Some of the government officials and some of the SLPP officials, them they don't. You see, people when you come politically speaking, the opposition don't get nothing for lose. To be honest with you, the opposition don't get nothing for lose because we are not in power. Any problem will happen, you know that then they end up on the government. Because you know, say when they say leadership, not a small thing, not a thing where you just you wake in the morning, you wear your clothes, you go to the state house, you go sit down and write paper and do. No, it is more than that.
I will come back to juvenile. I said it's back to the very juvenile because you don't need. You know, if you get so distracted by opposition, what is the opposition they say, then you are not fit to be governed. There's so much disappointment here because this particular SLPP government, the government for me, particular one, that I had so much hope for, okay, that this will do better. And they came there and they so caught up in little fights, okay. So, Biden doesn't have control of APC. APC, if you take out of Freetown, they don't get any power over APC. There are people in APC that have power, they're not talking. You know?
Yeah.
There is they talk on WhatsApp. You give it so much power to WhatsApp. When half of Sierra Leone who consider less what's going on WhatsApp, talk to the people directly, deal with the problems that's happening. But every time something comes to WhatsApp, you as the government have to stop to react to it. You have 25 different people reacting to one thing. Who is the official spokesman? You cannot tell. Because when Lehman talks, you don't know if he's talking as the Deputy Minister of Interior or he's talking as the SLPP spokesperson. You don't know the difference. Because he doesn't make a clarification where's the difference. The party talking or he's the one talking in the official capacity for the government.
And that is the problem. Let me go back to Mr. Kabo. Mr. Kabo, now I think we will start.
You don't go back to me. For that clear, last finish me end of discussion.
You get 30 seconds. Actually, you've been on talk more than 3 minutes, but I give you 30 seconds. Go ahead, complete.
For me, I talk about the way forward and stability by the government of today. But since me 30 seconds go down this number, let me ask you, Mankota, do you think it was fair enough for the presidential guard to go into that prison with live bullets? When those guys, the place was on fire, people were in the mountains firing tear gas in the place, presidential guard big ammunition and started firing at people. You think that's the way to govern a country? Is that right? Can any Sierra Leonean say that makes any sense to anybody? Then you started becoming suspicious of the government of the day. You want to tell me, say, there has not been no other security that was at the prison by then? You see, but going forward, as I've been to tell you, as I've been to speak, say, the government of the day, they really want to obtain peace in that country, they have to honestly reach out to the opposition, embrace them with love, and sit down and deal with them. Then the country will move forward.
Okay.
That's what I'll leave it for now.
Thank you very much for rounding up. Now we'll go to Mr. Kabo. Mr. Kabo, what do you think about? Well, we know say quite recently, Dr. Sylvia Blyden was arrested. And Dr. Sleb, I think he writes something on social media about Paulo, and all of a sudden, she was arrested. We don't know. And after he writes something, Lima come out and say, well, people like, and na TV, Lima say people like Sylvia Blyden probably go be a very good person for able to help them for do the investigation of what thing they go on. And this thing happened, they arrest her. You get any idea why they arrest her? Because I don't get no idea. He sent a message in social media say, they can open the door, and then they can arrest them for so that let people then delete in phone number na social media outside he subscribe. Now that message I get from her. So I don't know what thing they go on. You get any idea?
Well, actually, not directly having an idea of what makes him, have been arrested. But let me come out to 3 or 4 categories of things which people have been talking about. Just like the former speaker who mentioned about the prison guards, why the presidential guards, why they go to that place. I want to let you know that probably 10 or more days ago, information has been flying around that if Paulo is not released, they're going to burn the prison. And I know that came also from Adebayo from Holland and some other Sierra Leoneans who are APC diehard supporters. And the government has been under preparation. So the presidential guard were alerted from that point in time that they will be needed at any point in time. So the question, and they are the most armed, the most trained personnel in the country, and they are very close to the prison. The state house is very close.
For you to say that,
So
that's very deep.
Again, chance let do what
I believe any infantry or any type of security needed by the government, you can assign them anywhere. The president has the right to let the presidential guard to go and intervene in a situation. Yes, he's the commander-in-chief of everything, and they are not limited to their responsibilities. As long as they are required to do so.
So you get 4 categories. You better go to the next category because your time is running out.
Their intervention was timely and is in place. No question about it. Now, the second category is the presence of Lima, which people are questioning why Lima is there. As I said, they were all on their alert, and in fact, that was not the first night Lima be there, the first morning. Lima has been doing that as his own daily routine since for about a month now. I've been doing that as his own routine to make sure that he check on and put security in place. You know, he's the assistant deputy internal security, internal affairs. So he was doing so to enable to put the state, the securities in the prison in place and checking on what is going in and going out. Now the next question is that of Fatmata Yansane. I don't have Fatmata Sawane. I don't have a definite answer about her, but that all will lead to the investigation why she was there. I am sure if she was not assigned to a particular assignment there, is not given an assignment, I don't see why she's going to go there. But
especially 3 in the morning.
Assignment. Yeah, I'm sure she has an assignment there to execute, and that's why she went there that time. So the question of saying why did she go there is simple. I know she's assigned something. I just don't know. We just don't know, and that's what.
No, well, you can't say that, right. Mr. Gabo. You don't say.
No,
I know that she was assigned something, but I don't know.
Mr. Mankota, that would not just go to the prison. And besides, I made to understand also was I don't know if a retired police or a soldier. So she was not just there. There's no way she will just leave her house 3 a.m. and go to the prison.
Okay.
And the final point of it, why all this alert is that it's to free Paulo. So even when I was saying to you guys,
how you know that?
Prison. Yeah, well, that's what I'm telling you. Okay. So the investigation will lead that is to take Paulo out because
who was going to do that?
Hold on. The idea is to free the political prisoners. One more so Paulo country. Okay, so the government of Marabio has been
Bami, no matter we get principle now. No matter how angry you be, somebody they talk, get a chance let finish, please.
Each other when something like this comes.
Let him talk. I don't give you multiple chance. Let you talk. Let you just complete. Mr. Kabo Randolph.
Mr. Mankota, you go up and down. We always be in this radio. It is going to come to you guys back, and you will know that this is the purpose of the attack of the prison for Paulo Conte.
Well, I don't deny that, but there is no evidence at the moment, so I can't speculate.
Okay. That's why I'm telling you, when you see the president came out for the 3-day lockdown, he didn't mention about that. It is very likely suspicious that he already did the information, and he's so mad, and he's taking his time to make sure they go into investigation.
Mr. Gabo, can I recommend you to the government for spokesperson? You will be a good spokesperson.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm just busy here, and I have a lot of things.
You will be a good spokesperson for probably more than Rado.
All right. Okay. So let me.
No. Okay, Mr. Gabo, you can't know.
Yeah. Let me sum up what I'm saying. Now, when you ask me the question of why do I say it is a treason, it's because I was not able to articulate that earlier on, but it came up to my mind. It's because if you attempt to go, your intention is to go and free a prisoner who is standing a prison trial, I believe you commit a treason also. If you are found guilty.
Mr. Gabo, I don't have a lot we going now. I think we don't already settle down there, but clearly speaking,
okay.
This, no matter how heinous the attempt is, it's not tantamount to treason, actually.
Okay, my question to you, Mr. Mankota, my question to you and the participants of this radio and even the listeners is that if a political prisoner under treason trial is in prison and the prison is set into fire with or there's a chaos in the prison with the intention of freeing that political prisoner and then resulting to killing of other inmates and police officers and destroying property, what is that crime? More so when you are trying to free a prisoner under treason trial.
All right. First of all, let me establish. Bami, wait, please. I don't see too long for talk today. Let me establish the foundation here. First of all, there is no evidence as of yet. I'm not saying there will not going to be an evidence later, but as of today, we don't get no evidence saying the attempted prison break now again for do with Paulo. So let me pull that aside first, because that's the speculation. And we don't take what people in the talk now social media, we use them as a foundation for we argument. No, there is no evidence say that prison break attempt now for go free Paulo. That's number one. Number two, the as I tell you say, treason now a crime where somebody they betray in country, especially by attempting to kill a sovereign or overthrow the government. That's not treason. Now the definition on them. And if you look at that definition, they not call for the prisoner. They not do anything for go overthrow the government, or then they betray the country. Most of them not to politicians them at all. Then just there and there. Then they serve them time. Maybe then see opportunity for say this is a time for me for escape. That's all. So for equate that to treason, that's a little bit too high. Or maybe you put the treason trial, the treason definition too low. And I think say, Babi, you get 1 minute, then I go to Bashiru for 1 minute because I see when I talk, when I want for 20 something. I start the clock. Go ahead, Babi.
Thank you very much. What I started to say, we talk about peace and stability in the country. So when we go forward, we need peace in our country so the country will function and people in life will be better. So what do you mean they appeal to the responsible people then for letting extend a real olive hand. If they really want peace, just like you mentioned, saying that one person they make blabber. But the government of the day, they have the responsibility for bridge a serious peace. If we go back to the ex-the former president, when he became there was disturbance, but what did he do? He go across the aisle and he appoints some of the SLPP members then for the government. So even though he will oppose the former president, but how he managed, you go ask yourself, how did he manage the stability of peace? Because it's stretching, and regardless for all those things that they accuse her of, me no worry about all of that, me no get evidence, I don't know. But you look at the peace of the nation, it went across the aisle. So within this government of the day have been so refusing to do that for bring peace so that the country will go forward. They talk say investors know they carry the country, they talk say this, who ran at the causation of that? They are responsible.
All right,
because
it's time on
they have got to kill people then, they are responsible.
It's time on. Hold on. Dr. Kala, they come to you. Hold on, before I go to Bashiru, I want to be a little bit very, very pragmatic here. People, they always study conflict resolution. Then they tell you, say, in order for you resolve problem, the two parties must actually willing. So yes, the government of Madabio definitely then therefore do more than the APC party. You understand? The reason what to make Ernest by Koroma being succeed, not only the president was willing to do that, secondly, the opposition was also willing to sit down with them. So we also, as an opposition, let me also try with level best for make we able for see who side if there's any opening where we able sit down with them people are listening to them and then themselves listen to we. So now a two-way process. Let me go to Bashiru. Bashiru, go ahead.
Make I just touch on this since you're there on that topic. Make I just touch on that. Okay? I'm really glad before you jump into that because I could not forget SLPP had a conference, I think for a whole week about reconciliation. Okay? The one party will refuse to participate there officially is the APC government. The APC party refused to participate in that thing. That was when only few members of the party, of previous members in Victor Ford, I forget the other guy's name, that took part in it. APC refused to participate. So you can have a peace, when the other party not willing to participate. Or think, the way it's just either their way or the highway. Okay, make it very clear. SLPP was never this. When Kuroma win, okay, the first person, even though SLPP had every reason for make them be agreed. Okay, we know late Solomon Berewa came out there with no protest and accepted that result. Even though his party wanted to fight, he accepted that result and then move on without causing this type of craziness.
You get 30 seconds more.
APC, so what?
I said you get 30 seconds more.
Okay, from the beginning, there's part of APC that has been against this government as if it's illegitimate. There's a part of APC that believes that. Okay, I'm just going to talk to Bami in thing. Okay, when you break into a prison, when you have a prison break, you don't decide how the government responds. You don't decide. They kill a police officer. His only crime was show up as prison officer. His only crime was show up to work that day. He got killed. You don't decide how the government responds to you. Now, because like I said, a juvenile government, because they should make this about the prison officer that got killed. That's what this story should be about. Nobody talk about it. We want to politicize it. A police officer got killed that day because he showed up to work. Okay, we don't talk about his family. We talk about the rioters that killed him. Okay, how they were treated. That's what we want to talk about.
All right. Thank you very much, Doctor. If you want to say something, you get 1 minute.
Yeah. I just want to appeal to the present government for make them try for use an even hand in handling the situation that the country between the south, the southeast, and the north and the northwest. We see a lot of things where they go. We're very blatant for say there is bias. For instance, this lockdown will be happening in Abuja, when they do that thing, and the people refuse, they come out. They say they're not going to take and eat. They're not doing nothing. But in the FREETOWN, where they say lockdown, possibly like whole stuff, if they play loud music, then they can't bring them bitter. That will make people they're very unhappy. Why are they talk this? Now Lusara come out. There is so much grievance will be done.
So now revolt then is not so?
No, me not revolt are there. Yeah, because what's thing they happen where people are unhappy when I not address them here, the outburst, it will lead to so many things. nonsense. So we need to appeal to the present government, make it go beyond the line, like how previous speakers did talk, and do more for extent, if we can call it an olive branch, or play an even hand, make everybody happy, because you get for work with the people then.
All right.
And if the people are not happy, then you self will be a happy person. Just like me and Papa Naya, if I don't make the picking them happy, I make bias per one, the other people will picking them, they go hit me. Me not
Okay,
twin.
I get you.
And I get twin them.
Okay.
Me not twin and I get twin them. When I be the feed them, I the whole one for the bottle, the one for the bottle, I give them, they all eat together.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Ahmed, can you get 1 minute round that up?
Okay, Uncle Sam, you know what we get for exercise on again? Sierra Leone, we need for move and get developed. At this point in time, we not see that at all. All which we see not trouble. We get this coronavirus. Okay, the prison thing. They say the prisoners they try for resist for their other prisoners no can they will get corona. So we don't know if not true. The other hand, they say na for Palo. Well, now justice will determine who that right. But what you me want for emphasize, the security of the country now aim for be the highest priority for less alone will move forward. Basheki demonstrates that one day. I tell what of who should want for make rubbish upline. What you do, the same security and go put them down fast. This is the way things should be. Whether an APC, SLPP, whatever. If security not in that country, if security there, we not go get some people the way they say.
All right. You get a minute.
Emergency, they begin come out. We don't not get for come out. Whether you now whatever political patronage you get, but because security not there, structure not there, everybody they paramulate around like a butterfly. As long as you know SLPP.
Okay. Thank you.
I feel say them for really take care of security. High priority.
Okay.
First thing.
All right. Thank you very much. For your wonderful. I think the concession here is the fact that we all agree the two parties need for do more. We all agree the two parties need for sit down and talk, and we also agree this juvenile behavior need for stop by the two parties, because then secondly, we as citizens we also get our own responsibility for make sure we help the government or the opposition for make that country they go before. This is very, very important. We all belong to political parties then, but at the end of the day, the political parties and then they go. The country they still stay. Remember how many political parties we don't form as alone, we don't go. PDP during the 1990s was the most popular political party in the country. Today you hear about PDP, no, it's gone. But the country still stay. So as we all the exercise with political, rights, let we also bear in mind that the most important thing is the country. And for Mr. President, His Excellency President Madabio, you get for do more. You really get for do more. I know see a lot of pressure they come from your side for say, let we be brutal, let we do this with the read on social media. But you as a leader, not all the time, how them go know see you na a good leader, not all the time when peace day, now the time when uncertainty day, now you get for exercise, now you get for display your leadership skills. And this is the time when you get for do that. So I just hope you not listen to too much of what's in the happen. Now other side, you listen within your own gods and make sure you do the right thing for Mama Saduna. Thank you very much. I thank all we commentators them. May God bless you all. We'll see you back next week, the same time, the same place.